All right, so this is going to be a quick video just explaining how to lay out and cut with cardboard or paper using a metal ruler here and an X-Acto knife or a razor blade knife. So I just want to give you a couple quick tips. Again, really short video. So let's say that I need to lay out multiple pieces that are the same width. What I could do is I could draw those separately. So I could have a square like right here, and I could have another one right here, and I could have another one right here, and then I could cut each of those out. That actually makes a lot more work for me. It would be better if these are all the same width to just draw two lines that width apart and split it into three pieces. So I'm going to just show you that here. And I'm going to give you a tip on how to draw straight lines a certain distance away. So the first line really doesn't matter whether it's perfectly parallel with the page. So I'm just going to draw a reference line. Doesn't have to be perfectly vertical, doesn't matter for what I'm doing right now. Then what I'm going to do is, let's say that I want this to be 5 centimeters. I'm going to put my ruler right on the end, make a mark at 5 centimeters, and then I'm going to move down to the bottom part of the paper, and I'm going to make another mark at 5 centimeters. If I do that, then these two lines, the first reference line that I drew and then the second line, should be perfectly parallel. So anywhere that I measure between those two lines, I should get exactly 5 centimeters. So dot, dot, further away is better, and then you can draw your line and that will get you perfectly parallel lines. Then I'm going to, as best I can, draw a line that is going to be 90 degrees. And here's where, if we had a square, we could get a perfectly straight line, but the edge of the ruler also makes for a decent 90-degree angle. And now I can measure off of that. So let's say that I want all of these to be 5 by 5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a mark at 5, I'm going to make a mark at 10, I'm going to make a mark at 15. And I will do the same on this side. I'll make a mark at 5, 10, and 15. And then I will draw my straight lines from dot to dot. From dot to dot, and from dot to dot. Now that I've done that, I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to use it as a straight edge for my cut. Now I'm going to take my razor blade knife and I'm going to unscrew the knife and extend just enough blade out so that I can make the cut. And then I'm going to tighten the thumb wheel, and I'm going to hold my ruler. I'm going to go ahead and stand up a little bit here so that I can see what I'm doing a little bit better. Hold my ruler so that it's right on my line on the front edge and the back edge, just like that. And then I'm going to pull my knife towards me, watching my fingers, and use the edge of the ruler to guide the blade. And look how I just slice it right on the line, perfectly straight line. Spin it around the other way, do the same thing again. I've got right on the line, and pull it right along that edge. Same thing here, straight edge, straight edge, straight on my line, straight on my line. All right, so all three of those pieces should be the same 5 by 5 size. And you can see there that I did pretty well getting all those to be exactly the same. And consistency in the size of the things you cut is really important whenever you're building. So that is a tip. The same thing works for cardboard. The thicker the cardboard, the more times you have to cut across it. But basically, you can just hold, again, pulling the knife blade towards me, making sure my fingers are not sticking out past the edge of this ruler. I'm going to just, the first time through, I'm not trying to cut all the way through, I'm just scoring it. And now it's easier to come back through a second time because I've already done that. And it just cuts nice and straight. So those are some tips. Whenever you're done, loosen the thumb screw, put the blade back in. You don't have to tighten it, but you need to put the blade back in. So those are some tips on how to lay out accurately with a ruler and get straight lines and make nice clean cuts.